What's going on, guys? Psycho here, and welcome back to the Bedrock Survival Guide 1.19. Today, as promised, we're going to go mining. Our main goal today is to find iron. We'll go over where you can find the other ores as well, and we will grab whatever ores we see. We're also going to go over the different things that you can find underground and where to find them. So, to go mining, I always take these things. I always take a stack of blocks, especially logs or planks. That way we can make more tools. I always bring a crafting table with me and food, and then also a weapon, which we'll have to make another axe here soon, as well as a pickaxe and a stack of torches. So when you're mining, there's a handful of other different types of blocks you can find. On the surface level, you can find different types of grass blocks, such as grass, Podzol, Mycelium, which you'll find on the mushroom islands or the mushroom fields, or the dirt path or the farmland, which can be found naturally generated in villages. You can also find dirt, like you see on the side of the hill there, as well as coarse dirt, which is a mix of dirt and gravel that you can also make in your crafting table. You can find rooted dirt under trees. As you get further down, as you see, it turns into stone. To pick up stone, you have to have silk touch, the same as with the grass blocks. So when you mine stone, it actually becomes cobblestone at first. You can also find gravel generating, as well as sand on beaches and in the desert. Underneath the sand in the desert, you'll find sandstone, and in the taiga biomes, you can also find mossy cobblestone on the surface. So we're going to go ahead and start our mining adventure right here, and we're going to dig all the way down to Y16. As we're looking for iron, Y16 is the best place to go. As we dig down in a stair step, we'll place a torch every so often to keep it from getting too dark. We want the light level to be above 0. That way mobs don't spawn in behind us. Now, as we're headed down, I found some water, so what I'm actually going to do here is block the water off. I'm going to place some dirt on the sides here. And that will fill in where the water was. And then, of course, as we go further, we will run into more water. And we'll just place more dirt down or cobblestone to get rid of the water. And as you can see here, we've come across our first bit of coal. Coal generates anywhere from Y0 to Y256, but if you're mining specifically for coal, the best place to strip mine is going to be at Y90. We're going to go ahead and grab this coal and keep on mining down. Here at Y50, we've come across our first piece of decorative block. This is diorite. When you're digging down, you're going to find other types of decorative blocks, such as diorite, which a lot of people don't like, but I personally think the polished form of makes a beautiful accent block. You can also find granite and andesite down here, and if you go a little deeper, you'll be able to find tuff in the deep slate layers. And there's our first bit of andesite. So here we've come across the first drop, and as I look down there, I can see a lot of what's called sculk. Sculk is what you find in the deep dark biome. So we don't want to get too deep down there and make it extremely dangerous for us. So we're going to try to carefully make our way, down without falling into the deep dark. So what I'm going to do is make a little turn here. Start mining this way. Now here we are at Y17. We got one more to dig down, and we've come across our first bit of copper. Copper can be found anywhere from Y-16 to Y112. If you're strip mining for copper, the best place is at Y level 48, and it's most common in dripstone caves. We're going to go ahead and mine this copper, and here we are at Y level 16. So from here, we're going to want to strip mine. I like to go 25 blocks at a time, placing a torch every 5 blocks. So the first thing we're going to do is go 25 blocks this direction. Once we make it 25 blocks, we'll go and mine 25 in the other direction. Now here is where the actual technique comes in. Once you have your strip here, go back to the middle, and you're going to skip 2 blocks. So you'll go 3 forward. And after skipping 2, you're going to mine again. The reason we do it that way is because as you go down here, you can see both sides. And then if you go down here, you can see this one. So if you go every other block, you'll be looking at the same one. It's less mining if you dig this way. So we're going to mine straight down another 25 this way and 25 that way, looking for iron. Now here we've come across our first piece of iron ore. So let's talk about iron ore for a minute. Iron ore generates anywhere from Y level -32 to Y level 256, but it is most common and highest generation if you're at Y level 16, which is why we're branch mining here. Our goal is to have a half a stack at least of iron by the end of the day. So iron, when it generates like this, it normally generates in 4 to 6 pieces. It looks like here we actually have 7 pieces, even more. We have 8 pieces, 9. So we're going to grab the iron that we have here, 10, wow. We're going to grab the iron that we have here, and there's more. So another thing about iron is every once in a while, normally in either tuff or granite, it can generate in a vein. This iron is in stone, and it seems like it may be a vein. So we may have just struck it lucky. So we're going to go ahead and grab all the iron we see. Hopefully it continues. That looks like it's about it. And then we're going to head on back up and continue our mining. And I'm just going to place some blocks down. I'll leave it lit up there so mobs don't spawn underneath. We're going to keep on mining. So here's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that's 20. We need 5 more to go. So we have 18 pieces of iron in just that one little spot there. We're already over halfway to where we need to be. We're trying to get a half a stack. So while we mine, let's talk about some of the other ores that you can find generating in the world. We've covered coal. Like I said, coal can generate anywhere from Y0 to Y256. And if you're mining specifically for coal, you're going to want to strip mine at Y level 90. Copper we covered as well, which can generate anywhere from Y-16 to Y112. And if you're strip mining for copper, you're going to go Y level 48, and it's most common in dripstone caves. Iron, again, is common from Y-32 all the way up to Y level 256. But when you're looking for iron in specific, you want to strip mine at Y level 16 like we are now. You can also find gold generating in the overworld. Gold is it's found from -64 all the way to Y level 32, but it is most common in the Badlands, and the best place to strip mine for it is at Y level -16. We can also find redstone anywhere from Y-64 to Y level -32. And the lower you go in the world, the more common redstone is. So if you're strip mining for redstone, you're going to want to go all the way down to the bottom of the world, to the bedrock, and just strip mine there. And the same goes for diamonds as well. Diamonds, the further down you go, the more common they are. So you're going to want to go all the way down to the bottom of the world to mine for diamonds. Lapis Lazuli is the block we use to enchant. Lapis Lazuli can be found from Y-64 to Y64, and the most common place to find it, the best place to strip mine, is going to be at Y0. The final ore that we haven't covered yet is one that we don't generally strip mine for because we can get it by villager trading, and that's emerald. Emerald is most common in the mountains. If you go into the mountain biomes, you're going to find emerald a lot more common, especially at the tops of the mountains. It generates anywhere from Y-16 to Y256, and the best place to strip mine for it is going to be at Y level 224. Getting iron tools and iron weapons is the first step towards the end game. The goal in this series is show you guys, first of all, the basics on how to get to the end game, to get to the dragon and to defeat the dragon. And then from there, we do end game things, and we cover, what would you continue to do in your world? What else can you do? And we'll even cover a lot of the game mechanics at that point as well. So for now, enjoy the time lapse to Pig Step while I finish mining for at least a half a stack of iron. If we can get a whole stack and I'm feeling good about it, we'll keep going. So enjoy the Minecraft music while we strip mine. with that, 48 pieces of iron, countless amounts of stones, a stack, almost 2 stacks of raw copper, and 48 lapis lazuli, we are going to call that a mining trip. And we're going to head on back up to the surface and show you guys what we're going to do with this stuff. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is go over here into our furnace, and we want to smelt up the 48 pieces of iron that we have, or however much iron you have. You can't really use it until it's smelted up. One other thing we want to do is I'm going to take this copper ore, since we're not going to really use it yet, and I'm going to make a copper ore block. Takes up a little bit less space that way. We're going to go ahead and make another double chest, like that. And we're going to place this double chest outside near the mines. So our mine entrance is here. We're going to place our double chest right here. And we're just going to put all of our different types of stone blocks inside of it. I'm going to put the cobblestone in first, then the gravel, maybe the andesite, the diorite, and the granite. And we'll leave that right there. And then I'm going to make another chest. This one I'm just going to do a single chest. And I'm going to put all of the different types of ores inside of it. We'll put it right here in the corner. So we're going to stick our copper in there, our lapis, our coal, even our flint can go in there. We can use that later as well. And then we'll go back over here in the junk box and throw the rotten flesh in there. We'll throw our extra crafting table in there, our sticks, and the planks. And while we're waiting on this to smelt up, you guys take a quick break and I'll see you in just a second. So 48 pieces of iron smelted up, and the first thing we're going to need with that iron to further our goal in the game is an iron pickaxe. That doesn't mean get rid of the stone pickaxe. We're going to savor this iron pickaxe and only use it for what we need to use it for. So we got an iron pickaxe. This is going to be used for redstone, gold, and diamond mining, which we will do later. The next thing I want is an iron bucket. This bucket can be used to carry water, lava, and other things, but we're going to use it primarily to start with for water. In addition to that, I also recommend making an iron sword. This will be our first sword of the game. This will replace our axe as our weapon of choice. And then we need an iron helmet, an iron chest piece, iron leggings, and iron boots. If you'd like to, you could also make scissors with the iron, which we're not doing. You could make an iron shovel like that, which we're not doing as well. And you can make an iron axe, which is the same as any other axe with your 2 sticks here. And really anything you can make with stone tools you can make with iron. But we're going to stick with this for now. And we're going to go ahead and put on our equipment. And boy, don't we look fancy. In the next episode, guys, we're going to cover some farming basics. That will come with gathering of some items that we need to farm, and covering the basics of farming. This one was all about getting your iron and a little bit with the ores. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have something you'd like to add to the episode, comment down below. Maybe your comment will be featured in a future episode. If you guys want to know anything we might do between episodes, some behind the scenes work, or if you want to know what's going on in my realm, feel free to follow me on Twitch. It's going to be twitch.tv/psycho with a 05353. You'll see it on your screen, and the link will be in the description down below. And feel free to join my Discord. The link to that will be in the description down below as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I will see you on the flip side.